about that time again. Number 3. We all know about the moderator and stuff. So you don't go into that thinking a little bit discouraged. You kind of think like, what's the strategy and how do you overcome that? And you just think, what happened to him already in the first one debate, and he was having to debate Mike Wallace, and the last time he'd actually debate Savannah on top of having to come at Biden with Mike Wallace. So there's that's basically that's how it's got to be dealt with. But you need to understand something about what the two different frameworks are for the America that these two people believe in and desire for the nation. First one is Joe Biden, who today we found out that he actually intends to pack the court via some kind of bipartisan committee to go over judges and that type of thing. So the guy's already said, yeah, I'm going to pack the court, and I'm going to do so because he thinks that the courts are, a fiasco right now. And the only reason why he's saying that is because Amy Coney Barrett going to be most likely, she'll be put on the Supreme Court next week. He also stated, though, too, that America's an idea that's failed. Has it failed? Or is that just what he believes about it because that's the language of the day? Now, if you're with the part of that social SJW crew, the social justice warrior crew, then you believe that. You actually believe that America's failed. You believe that this nation's, that people here aren't free, that folks can't, make a good living and wage for themselves. They need the government to take care of them and all that. That might be what you believe. You might be one of those people that went to college and got a underwater basket weaving degree, and you can't get a good job. You made some bad decisions. You got student loans. Think about that, okay? Think about I don't know if anybody ever thought about this, but do you know whose fault it actually was that you can't BK your student loans? Do you know how Joe Biden actually played into that and the credit card scheme and stuff like that back in the mid 2000s? Do you know about that? You should actually get to learn about that before you go off and put this man into office. But he believes basically the nation's failed. Those are his words, that the idea of the nation is not that it's not come to fruition. Of course, you kind of forget about the part where it says to form a more perfect union, and that's not via socialism, but who am I to say so? But that's really what you've got. You've got the one guy, then you've got the other guy who's going up against the establishment that's trying to improve the system and drain the swamp. Now, you thought that was just like get rid of Hillary Clinton and maybe some of the Obama appointees and things like that. Well, it's actually turned out to be much bigger than that. You're seeing that the establishment is actually a group of people who are trying to hold on to power, and they're doing so via the intelligence community, our justice system, judges in the Supreme Court, governors. You find out that some of these governors are so well connected to some of these individuals at dark money that it's a little scary what these people are willing to do to try to keep power for those folks with that dark money. And why is it that some of these countries out there like Russia or Iran or China really want Joe Biden to be the president of the United States? Like, why is that? Is that because the guy, maybe he was a part of the whole Iranian deal? Maybe he helped to cover up what was really going on with the Benghazi stuff. Maybe he was helped to cover up what's going on with the IRS. Maybe there's things about the Obama administration that actually were pretty corrupt, but according to the media and according to himself, that they were the most controversy-free or whatever administration in history. No, the media just covered it up. So you got two different paintings, and one's of freedom and one is not of freedom. One is of something completely different, of destroying the system and its people to fit this really twisted idea of reality when it's not. This reality is not true. And what's even sadder too is that the people who really used and became a part of the gig economy, these folks are the ones who are asking for socialism. These folks are the Uber drivers, the ones that want to go to Starbucks and drink their coffee. The ones that go to the big box stores and don't want to form their own businesses, but they'll go and be a barista at one of these places with that big degree that didn't really do anything for them. So these are the people who have bought into the system, but they've not bought into the true identity of what socialism and communism actually are, and they don't know the history, which is really unfortunate. But when it comes down to this debate, you need to understand that those are the two things that are going to be fought against today. It's going to be one against the other. And I'm hoping that the president keeps his calm, is able to talk to this dude the way he needs to be talked to, talks through this woman who's an Obama donor and supporter. You can't make this up. But that's what we're up against. Okay, the system is stacked up against Donald Trump, and it's on the favor of Joe Biden. Why is that? Why is that? Just ask the question. Why is that? I'm not buying into it. I'm not buying into what they're trying to sell. I don't believe in that America, and I don't believe a lot of you believe in it as well. And I believe that some of you actually are really thinking through what this decision actually means. Are you being lied to by Joe Biden and by him actually hiding and not really talking about what his real agenda is? And by him saying that he's not for the Green New Deal, but then he's got the Green New Deal up. He's not really for eliminating, us being energy dependent. He wants to actually make us energy dependent by these other countries. So we go back into conflicts around the world. Like, Trump didn't cause another war here or around the world, but that guy, Joe Biden, was partly responsible for the stuff that was happening between 2008 and 2016. A lot of people died. A lot of folks were sent all over the world, and there are a lot of things that happened, regimes around the world, that led to the destabilization of the Middle East. But don't get into foreign policy, okay? So just think about that, okay? When you watch the debate tonight, I'm going to do the freaking play-by-play like I've been doing the last couple times. Can't wait. Some of you guys' comments are hilarious. But I just want you to think through what you're going to see. And maybe you'll see something that you need to see. Maybe you'll ask questions that you need to ask. Maybe you'll think through some of the things you've been thinking about this guy that's representing the donkey and stuff. I've told you what I believe. I told you what I believe already and who I'm going for. So I am Team Trump here, okay? Team Trump. But I want you to think through what it actually means for this war, this nation, if the other side wins. That might mean your freedom. Just saying. You may not believe it now, but you sure won't be able to reverse it when it does happen. Kamala Harris, what she said. Did you see the video with Kamala Harris' husband where he said, I'm the husband of probably the first woman president of the United States? I'm the husband of the first woman president of the United States. You guys do understand what's going to happen here. Good luck, y'all. Here we go. Praying. Can't wait, because those folks on that TV, they are biting, chomping at the bit to take control of your life. All those folks on the couch, you're going to find out real soon what really happens when these people who have really twisted ideas about reality take over. I hope it never happens for our sake and for this nation's sake. Take care.